High note as we bring you inside of Chrysler Center. Basketball on the Big Ten Network is presented by Jeep, a Western Kentucky group that made the NCAA tournament a season ago, also 9-3, entering today, trying to knock off Michigan tonight, which should be a really fun matchup as we bring you in. Tyrone Marshall, Doug Sturmage, Josh Floyd, Mason Silver, the officials tonight. Michigan team has been so tough for opponents to defend because they're so unique on this end of the floor, shooting 51%, a Big Ten best 51%. Passing has been excellent as well. That ball knocked away from Burnett. Now back comes this Hilltopper group that loves to run up and down the floor. They want to score in a hurry, but lost it there. A little too hurried. Back the opposite way. 3 in all the way to the rim. And it is a foul called, and Gale. Roddy Gale has been a guy, they call him the invisible plays. He kind of
that durability is one of his greatest traits. Hasn't missed.
Bounds. Christian Lander also out, another double-figure score. Long three off the mark from Kalambe.
Golden running the floor, establishing great positioning. And that's where they're able to survey and find Wolf, who's also slashing into the paint.
That's the area 51-50. Vlad Golden to one, Danny Wolf. That combination has been so tough to stop for opponents this year as Western Kentucky is on the board. Burnett, quick three in the corner is down.
Think about how he would rather fail early on in the season and go through their lumps, bumps, and bruises as opposed later in the year.
Defender goes down. Gale capitalizes. 4-3. 10-2 start.
5 guys to the rim type of game for Western Kentucky. Guards are going to have to come back and help gang rebound.
Really letting the threes fly early. Haven't dropped yet. Golden. He does drop home a three.
In the basket.
Donaldson tried to go right at him. This is what the Hilltoppers want to do. Try to turn Michigan over. But a little helter-skelter themselves on this end. Golden good defense, but a better finish offensively from Julius Thetford, the freshman who doesn't play with the confidence of a freshman, plays with the confidence of someone beyond those years.
There's that big-to-big look. This is where they look to exploit defenses and find mismatches with their 2 7-footers.
Burnett spins it out to Donaldson. He hits the three. Already the 4th of the opening half for Michigan. 4th in the first 4 minutes.
He's a key ingredient for this team, and he looks locked in. He's looking over at us, shaking his head, stroking it at 41.3% on the season. He's taking his game to another level.
McHenry, Western Kentucky was looking a little stunned early on, but if there's a guy who's going to settle you down, it's Don McHenry.
And we talked with Coach Hank Clona, and he said that McHenry is the type of guy that has false confidence. He believes he's the best player on the court.
Marshall opposite way for the jam with 5 points for Western Kentucky.
Marshall, good length, using that athleticism, long arms, again, to read and react to the defense and create opportunities off of his defense.
Golden off the roll, nice fake for 2.
That's such a nice job cutting to the vacated areas right there. And how about the patience? Comes to 2, reads the defense, and uses the soft, buttery touch with the floater.
That's a foul.
Here with going back to his coaching days at the look here, zone defense for Western Kentucky.
Great ball movement on that possession for Michigan. Didn't lead to the 3 they were looking for. Cheddar, Pippen have checked in along with Walters for the Wolverines. Another bucket for Western Kentucky. And it's McHenry heating up. He can do that.
This zone right here, I think Danny Wolf is the guy.
Western Kentucky's hit their last 4 shots on a mini run here. Big collision, no call. To the corner, Burnett had time to set his feet and drilled it.
And that's Danny Wolf seeing over.
Knocked down the 3. Shooting 44% on the season, did hit that one. Jackson showcasing his speed, threw it away though.
That's good defense right there by Pippen, defending with his chest and not without fouling.
And Wolf gets fouled on this end. He told us he was tall, but not super tall growing up.
Yeah, And I gained 3 inches to my waistline during.
He was getting an inch inverted.
Kentucky of taking up the airspace of Vlad Goldin.
Quick 5-0 run for Michigan after Western Kentucky went on their run to pull within 4. There's a bucket that drops down from Enoch.
Here this evening.
Donaldson surveys the situation. Kick it to the corner, no hesitation from Cheddar.
Have him coming off as your 6th man.
Then he gets the board here, a guy who just goes kind of 100% all the time, no matter the situation.
I mentioned that he's a good type of crazy, as he just goes 100% every possession.
Vlad fittingly finishes
Close to the paint.
Donaldson, Gale, and Golden, who are all on the floor right now, have knocked down triples. LJ Kaysen has checked in for the first time for Michigan, the freshman guard. Nice leaning shot to go down there. McHenry adds on to build on that, off to a 9-3 start. Former coach Steve Lutz went to Oklahoma State. And a lob up top as Golden throws it down.
Big fan of winning. And it's a phenomenal find. The look away from Gale Jr. Looks the defense off. Like a good
rebound from Kaysen with his speed. Can get up and down the floor in a hurry. Pump fake from Donaldson. Quick first step, lost it. Now Thedford the opposite way with 3 Wolverines trailing him. It was Gale who pinned it, but the follow-up from Bayless is good.
Nice anticipate post.
Gale, a veteran, directing traffic over to Donaldson, who rains down the 3.
That's nice, keeping things simple. I think when the
Gale's open in the corner, a lot of space. Couldn't capitalize. Long rebound and the reload. Donaldson just in and out. Maybe 3rd time's the charm on this possession. Trying to get to the rim on this occasion, and they'll go to the free throw line. Injury issues. Leroy Odiahi just picked up his 2nd foul. He was a guy
being a brute and using their size is being quicker to the basketball, and despite
floater didn't quite go down. Burnett, a nice rebound. Another possession with a 2nd chance opportunity for Michigan.
4th of the first half so far for Michigan.
Nice back cut there. Little reverse up and under, didn't go. But the follow-up tap in is good from Gale.
And that's beautiful anticipation, Wolf, on that back cut. And how about the almost conversion by Donaldson?
How about the stuff at this end from Wolf? Gale, an excellent rebound. But prior to that, you had the wins over Wisconsin and Iowa. Also very close games.
2-1-2 look here, zone action for the tops.
Kaysen, step back. Got it with 6 on the shot clock.
And that's one way to defeat the zone. It's patience, perseverance, swinging the basketball around and taking the good ones. And that's what this team is really emphasizing, passing up good ones for great shots.
Long 3 goes down for McHenry, and Western Kentucky trying to stay within striking distance here. Now Pippen trying to become the 7th player to hit a 3 for Michigan today, and he does.
But he goes under on that screen, and Pippen recognizes it and makes him pay with the trail 3.
19-point lead for the Wolverines. Up and under move. The scoop goes down from Jalen Jackson.
That is great body control, playing low to high right there, and able to use a little English to get it up high off the glass.
There's where Wolf can do so much. Beautiful pass. Pippen, the pump, and the 3.
That's tough right there. Wolf operating in the paint, that Barkley mid-post action, and he sprays that thing with one hand cross court.
You definitely can't double.
You cannot double. They'll make you pay every single time.
Nice float off.
This tempo is starting to pick up. You got to be in really good shape.
And it's a short bench as well for Western Kentucky with those injuries.
This match right here for Gale Jr.
Run.
He'll take it and get fouled.
Good rec player, good shooter, will develop into an excellent on-ball defender. We see nowadays that just seem to be popping up left and right.
Approaching the final 5 minutes of this first half. Been a track meet. Cheddar the rebound back in. He's not afraid of a track meet. He'll run with anyone.
Yeah, this team can play at any pace.
Gale in the corner. There's another to go down for Michigan. Just inbound pass picked off by Bayless, and he gets fouled.
Last time out against Kentucky Wesleyan, 18 points, 5.
And then Western Kentucky couldn't hit either free throw.
This broke.
Plenty of time to shoot. Contested shot at the rim from Colombe off the mark. Michigan running. Cheddar just beats everyone down the floor again.
Might not be a better, more energetic player with a consistent 14.5 minutes this season. Talk about maximizing your opportunities. That's what it looked like.
We were sweating just watching him. Walter's doing a good job against McHenry.
Slide those feet at 6'10".
And made the switch and got the steal. Lob ahead to Donaldson and a nice finish.
Donaldson does such
The mark. You were monitoring your Eagles here. I hear the football references sneaking in. You're on edge.
Tis the season.
Burnett looking like a running back, getting into the teeth of the defense there, able to.
That he did a little bit of recruiting once he had his options out there. And Dusty May talked about the importance of relationships. And no better networking than getting your former teammate to come in and try to do something special in the Big Ten Conference.
Yep. That snapped a 10-0 Michigan run. Burnett trying to get the steal. Did an excellent job to save it. Somehow from going out of bounds. Walters to the rim. You called it. You saw it. Then they turned it into 2. Michigan's knocked down 11 threes in this first half. Just a ridiculous shooting performance on the home floor so far. Nice job to get in tight there for Colombe.
Yeah, really nice read. Get into the body of the shot blocker. Great space.
Oh, what a hammer from Golden.
A little bit of curl action to gather his momentum. He's on that rim. Excellent find right there.
Possessions away from maybe having an unblemished record. Losses are about as close as they could have been. 9-3 on the season, but importantly 2-0 in Big Ten play.
Smallest margin of losses for any team in the nation with 3 losses thus far. And Brad Golden said it perfectly. He would rather take a couple bumps early on in the season so they could learn from the
9.1 left in the first half. Shot clock is off. Is this going to be another 3 to close out the half? Oh, just off the mark, and the tip from Cheddar doesn't go.
To the lane and trying to score amongst the trees, but yellow jerseys all around. Got to move this defense again and not settle for first pass shot opportunities.
There's that Area 51 connection. Kick it to the corner for Gale. Burnett, one of 7 players who hit a 3 in the opening half for Michigan, knocks one down there. It's the 12th 3 overall tonight for the Wolverines.
Continuing where they left off in the first half. Donaldson set an inadvertent brush screen right there, and you had a player able to step behind him and knock it down.
Foul on the opposite end. Donaldson will
Pressuring from the gaps, and again, limiting this team to one-shot opportunities. Really relying, obviously, on McHenry and being underman, or accrediting, obviously.
4 threes in the first 4 minutes. Didn't look back after that.
The story of the pregame was how dominant they've been with 2s in the paint, and glad Golden is showing out. And why not? If the defender's not going to go out and make shooters, drivers, got to make them pay.
Golden joining the 3-point party today. It's his 3rd of the season, 2nd of the day.
I love how he didn't take one all last season.
Yep.
And now he's showing that his bag is just expanded here in his 5th year.
Bayless answers with the 3. Golden's also been just like a coach on the floor for Dusty May. Came over from Florida Atlantic with Coach May. Vlad told us earlier, they don't pay me like a coach, but I'm willing to take the duties. You want me to help out there, too?
Wears multiple hats. He's been the translator because there's a lot of different themes and buzzwords that you have to learn in this read and react offense, and obviously these two have
base all the time, and that 6 for 6 has been pretty normal this year. 67%.
use that 7'1", 250 frame to beat
stars as a whole, and they all just play together so cohesively. Wolf lost it there, rare mistake. Up ahead, a lob back. What a flush down. The trailer was Marshall. Threw it down with authority on the break.
That was nasty right there. He could have went up for the layup, but unselfish play to throw it to the trailer, and he was on that rim. And rebound. They worked on that and shoot around, tracking the basketball, keeping it high. Don't bring it down for pesky guards to be able to take it away from your body, and he goes back up and converts.
Marshall got his own long rebounds. Goes up and in. Large lead, of course, for Michigan right now, but Dusty May did tell us we want to make sure we have our foot on the gas pedal the entire way. And one theme they want to work on is not surrendering when they're up. A long three there from Kenny. Have already been streams, and what's been a wonderful 2024. A few days left before we hit the new year. Block from Wolf. But a foul called.
Self on the map in that NCAA tournament game against Marquette. They were asked to do a lot more with the foul issues out here for the Elks.
They wanted to run today, but Michigan has done a great job of getting back on defense. Just like right there, a late foul call on Wolf, who had initially looked clean, but they're going to get his third.
That's a nice.
Walters, Golden, and I was saying to myself before the game, a couple of 7-foot guys operating out there together, setting screens for each other.
And as a player, you appreciate when a coach instills confidence. Dusty May wants everybody who touches the pill to feel as though they have the green light. And Golden, being able to pay off in a positive way once the defense went under the screen situation.
Walters, excellent three-point shooter, knocking him down at 35% on the season. And right on cue, one of the guys who's 6'10" or taller.
Alabama transfer. Just looks a little bit smoother. Good job by Michigan. They've done a really good job getting back, pointing, communicating, and keeping this Western Kentucky offensive attack in front of them.
And doing this against a really experienced Western Kentucky team. They're one of the oldest teams in college basketball this year.
It's a rarity, being able to return 11 guys.
Yep. A lot of potential for this group.
Talked about these individuals had choices to transfer in this modern day college basketball. It's a phenomenal find.
Nice hop step. Pippen thought about going for a three, number 17.
Took his eyes off the basketball. He was wide open.
Burnett is a good look. There is number 17. Was impressive in the first half. The freshman over to another freshman here in Kaysen. Ball popping off different hands. Walters skying up for the rebound at 6'10". And from Florida Atlantic to Michigan when Dusty May got the job. Do in the future, and now part of that rotation in the backup guard role. Is really well off the ball.
Tapping into that Florida pipeline.
Yep.
Obviously staying, Coach May and staff being able, to have that pay dividend going from FAU here to Michigan. He's a kid that's a true three-level scorer. I'm really impressed by his motor. Just doesn't typically hits at this juncture of the season, right around the new year. You hit a little bit of a wall, and they start to restrict numbers that go around, minutes that go around to, the team, and decisions have to be made. And you'll see Justin Pippen that pop off the film to you, and then obviously the analytics.
At Penn State against Notre Dame, the puck drops at 5 Eastern, 2 Pacific, only on the Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app. The connectivity amongst the players that they brought in, and the guys who knew each other like we talked about earlier, or played against each other at some point. Walters, quick trigger, three, number 18 on the night.
And who can just shoot right in your grill, even when you close out for three.
Now a 41-point lead for the Wolverines with 10:02 to go. Got a foul called down low. And Christian Lander, two guys who would have been starting today if they were.
This evening, in large part because they're missing obviously Key Cox.
Western Kentucky was riding a 6-game winning streak entering today, playing some really good basketball despite the injuries. Nice drive from Kaysen, showcasing the athleticism. Extra pass. This would be three, number 19. Couldn't hit it. But a great look for Walters. Donaldson the tip away and steal. Now that quick first step of his. Nice snatch and finish there for Trey Donaldson.
The right decision. You just stay low, use that athletic frame to create space and get it up on the glass.
You mentioned the NCAA tournament experience of the players that Michigan brought in. He played in 2 at Auburn, some deep runs there. Foul called. McHenry will go to the free throw line.
Appreciate you bringing that up. Once we get in the conference play, he's a one-man fast break. Low, not being predictable, going from slow to fast. He's showcasing it here tonight.
Golden and Wolf both getting rest right now on the bench for Michigan, that dynamic front court duo. So you've got Cheddar and Cheddar knocks down the front end. Michigan, you wonder if some of those guys on the bench will sit the rest of the way. Cheddar cashes in on both.
Big Ten record is 20. 8 minutes, 36 seconds left.
Maybe make some history.
Yeah.
Cheddar gets called for the foul. Lions hoping. We're hoping for a division title around here. We're hoping against your Eagles, I should say.
That's right.
Donaldson, nice crossover, blocked at the rim, swatted out of the air by the freshman Julius Thedford.
Big time recovery right there by Thedford. Misdirection from Donaldson. I thought he had an easy.
Nice step back in the corner from Braxton Bayless. Don't forget, Michigan fans got a really fun women's matchup coming after this between Michigan and USC, top 25 for a big one next up on Big Ten Network. That should be fun.
Olivia Olson for Michigan is going to be key.
Yeah.
15.7 points per game. It's going to be a...
For Donaldson right now, it's his first career double-double after the rebound. At 12 points, 11 boards now. Oh, a runway to the rim for Wolf.
He worked on that and shoot around again. Dribble handoff rejected, sees that there's no help on the back line, is able to split the defense for the easy jam.
Then drop down for Bayless. Now Michigan running the run. Fat Brooks in the game. The drop off. And the shooters roll on a lay-in attempt this time for Walters. And one. Walters, one of 5 Wolverines in double figures. Austin, I know you expected, I don't even know if I expected this dominant of an effort today against this 9-3 Western Kentucky team, but you thought this could be a possibility.
Well, it's easy to think that also.
There's that number 19. It is to tie the program record for threes in a single game. Shooting 51% from three-point range today.
Bench getting in on the action, celebrating, understanding the magnitude, and Wolf stepping into it confidently.
Kaysen couldn't knock down what would have been the record breaker. Not happy with that miscue in the backcourt. Leads to 3 going down for the Hilltoppers. Julius Thedford drains the 3.
Yeah, 2 essentially unforced errors on consecutive possessions. Coach May talked about once Michigan has leads, not getting comfortable. And
kind of feels like they know where they're at and they're potentially going for it.
You know how locked in your team has.
For a program record, off the mark. Just tied for the program record, so one away from breaking it. 4 to shoot, and Kaysen gets fouled. All of those guys you're seeing on the bench. Walters will skip it around and reload.
Hot potato action right here.
Who wants it? Free throws coming up for Jace Howard.
That's the right decision. He can make plays when his number is called upon as well.
Those are his first points of
The game and the scout team guys, 2 minutes plus of action. Maybe you can have a Ian Burns or a Charlie May step up and knock one down. Set a new record from 3.
Edelin hits the shot there. You mentioned it, Ian Burns and Harrison Hochberg also in for Michigan. Drive, a tough one from Fat Brooks. And he'll go to the free throw line.
But
And good to see the ball go through the hoop for him as well. When Wolverines and Trojans on the women's side in Los Angeles. A top 25 game next only on Big Ten Network and the Fox Sports app. Brooks gets fouled after the steal. Had the 4 straight games decided by 3 points. I feel like it's a group that's already been through a lot of different situations, learning about one another.
guys late in the season came into this contest talking about how efficient they've been from 2 feet in the paint, shooting 62.9% coming into this one. But the story that
the single game program record at 19 right now. Fans still on the edge of their seat with this program record potential still there, under a minute to go. Tap back from May. No, Hochberg delivers that out of bounds. And Western Kentucky will head the other way with 36.5 seconds to go. The thing that stood out to you the most about this Michigan group tonight is what?
how connected they are, and they play for one another, sharing the game, and that's completely evident in the 21 assists on their 32 baskets. This team strength is
all just want to play their part. What they hope is to win. Coaches told us the thing they get the most mad about is when you get a plus minus and it's a minus. Like, we don't care about anything else. That's just the only thing we get mad about individually.
those are good problems to have. Your star players are worrying about how they've impacted the game in a positive fashion.
It's like they're still looking for potentially a bucket here for Isley Jr., who couldn't hit. Howard goes back up. With 2.3 to go, that'll wrap up a dominant victory from start to finish for the Wolverines. Hit 4 threes in the first 4 minutes. Didn't look back after that. 19 threes on the board, which ties a program record and 112 points.